Okay guys, so we are going to be painting my youngest daughter's bedroom, and the paint color that we are going in is called Little Princess. We're using Beer Premium Plus paint and primer, durable, long-lasting finish, low odor, and this is what it looks like. So it's a cute little baby pink kind of color. Obviously the paint mixers in this came with it. We went to Dollar Tree. We got 2 of these paint holders, 2 rollers. This little tray came with 2 refills of the roller for the small handle and 2 foam brushes, and I'm not sure what that is. So just a little one for this, for whatever we might need it for. Some 2 packs of 3 brushes, a 2-inch, 1.5 inch, and a 1-inch. And then at Walmart, I got this mesh toy organizer. So I want to put all of her stuffed animals in this. It is 66 inches by 33 inches. So hopefully this is big enough for her stuffed animals. And I also got these totes from the Dollar Tree as well. And I'm hoping to slide these under her bed with some of the toys between my downstairs living room area. Over there in that bottom drawer is toys and some toys in here. So I'm hoping I'll be able to put all of these toys in the 3 bins, and it will slide under her bed and just completely eliminate her toy chest that she has in her room, which I'll show you guys in just a second when I go up there to show you her room. Hello everyone, and welcome back for another video. If you are new here, my name is Courtney, and my twin sister Ashley and I share this YouTube channel together. So like I said in the beginning, today's video is I wouldn't say a bedroom like makeover, but it's like a refresh / makeover, because we are painting the walls. The one wall is going to be that pink color. The rest of the walls are going to be the color we painted our whole downstairs, the living room, the bathroom, the entry, the kitchen. And that color I do show you here in today's video. It's called Comet Dust. I show you the bottle and everything like that, as well as we're going to go in with some ceiling paint just to do some touch-ups of scuffs on the wall that does slant there, and anywhere else we got paint on the ceiling and stuff like that. And again, I will show you what I will be going in with, so don't you guys worry. But first off, obviously we have to get everything out of the room, get everything clean and prepped, so that way we can get in and on to painting these walls. And I also, so honestly, I purchased only the paint, the curtains, and the bins and the net for her stuffed animals for this room like makeover refresh. I didn't go crazy with a new bedspread or, you know, anything crazy. The bedspread on her bed she did just get for her birthday, her 5th birthday, which was in August. Her aunt bought that for her, and it's going to go well with the new color that we picked out in today's video. So I'm not going to go in and be doing anything like that, just new curtains and those bins, and basically to help organize what she has going on in her room, if you know what I mean. So here I'm trying to show you guys what has happened multiple times all over my house with this low grade, really horrible paint that was like your common contractor's paint, and what happens when you stick things to the wall. So this happened with regular tape, painter's tape, any type of tape. It would always rip up the paint off of the sheetrock. So I don't know. It's like the world's worst paint, if you ask me, whatever they used. I think, like I said, I think it's just your basic go-to contractor's paint when they're building and stuff like that. So like I said, we're going in, getting this place all cleaned out and cleaning the walls and prepping so that way we can get in on painting. I will pop in and out when needed, but let's get into it, you guys.
Everything goes white. I can feel the breeze. Euphoric delight. Only you and me. Pour your honey, sickly sweet. Keeps me coming, got me weak. still be. Darling, your number is 6 feet deep. Oh, it's real hard to break this habit. It's like I want you 24/7. When I'm without you, boy, I feel sick. Think you work better than my prescriptions. Nothing feels as good as you do. If you ever leave, I'll be real sad. Let's both hope that it don't get so bad. Pour your honey, sickly sweet. Keeps me coming, got me weak. You could kill me, I'd still be. Darling, your number is 6 feet deep. Oh, it's real hard to break this habit. It's like I want you 24/7. When I'm without you, boy, I feel sick. Think you work better than my prescriptions. Better than my prescriptions. Better than my prescription. Everything goes white. I can feel the breeze. Gonna be real hard to break this habit. It's like I want you 24/7. When I'm without you, boy, I feel sick. Think you work better than my prescriptions. Better than my prescriptions. Better than my prescriptions. Better than my prescriptions.
Alrighty, you guys, so we are almost just about done, just dusting off the walls. You can go in with a mop. I've gone in with a mop. I've gone with a dry mop, and I've used just my vacuum with the hose piece. I've used brooms. I've used everything. So basically, you could go in also with a rag, a dry rag, and hit the walls with that as well. Anything just to get the dust off. It doesn't matter what you use. You just want to make sure the walls are clean and dusted off, because the last thing you want to do is be painting over dust and not having that clean look, and then getting the dust stuck on your roller and putting it everywhere around the room. So just wanted to throw that out there for anyone that didn't know that. Get that dust and dirt off your walls. Now we're going in, taking the TV stand off. I'm going to go in and take the two not hooks, what do you want to call them? They're the hanging, like the holders for the curtain rod. Taking those two things off of the walls. And later on, actually, in today's video, I ended up having him putting the holders, those holders, about 4.5 inches out wider, because when you would open the curtains, it was like a little sliver of light and nothing else in her room. And I'm like, I get we want her room, you know, dark at night and then early in the morning, but like all day long, it's kind of ridiculous. She has to turn on her big light, and you know, we all want to save money on our bills with this inflation, you know what I mean? So I was like, I want to go out wider so that way she can have the sun just shining through her room. When her curtains are completely out of the way, her whole room just lights up like there is a light on. So honestly, I just like the sun coming through her room better than having a light on in general. I just think it feels more, just call me weird if you want to, it just feels more homey that way, more warm. You know what I mean? Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. But now I'm going in with, I tried the sandpaper, but it wasn't catching right on to the loose pieces. It was more of like, I'm doing this for no reason. So I switched over to using a spatula like I have everywhere else in my house. This seems to work the best to get all of those loose ends off and pop those bubbles and get them off as well. Because when you go to paint over this, you're gonna see the difference in not just the texture, but you're going to see the outline of all of these holes, or you're going to end up ripping up those loose pieces and it just randomly being on the wall after rolling it or brushing it. And you don't want that. You want the cleanest look, right? So getting these things prepped and ready is time consuming and annoying, but it's gonna pay off in the end. It is well worth it. So just get it done, get it over with. Painting's the easy part. Basically, you just take some paint, throw it on the wall. It's the shortest part of this whole thing, but it's well worth doing the prep. It will pay off in the end, no matter how annoying it is. It's well worth it. Now I'm gonna go in with this tinted, not caulking. I don't remember exactly the name of what this was, and I'm so sorry. I'm blanking on what it is. If I remember later on in the video, I will tell you, but we're going in with this tinted thing to fill in those little tiny imperfections there on the wall. So that way, like I said, you can't see the outline of these imperfections at all through the new paint. It's going to be flat and seamless, like nothing even happened here. So again, take that time. It is well worth it. Just do it, get it done, get it over with. So just wanted to quickly explain that for anybody that was wondering what the heck was going on. But once we are done doing this wall here, we're going to fill a couple of holes on her TV wall. And yeah, we're going to go in and start painting these walls. I think it came out so cute, you guys. You got to let me know what you guys think.
Walk into the club, step right out, say no. Tonight I'm gonna spend by myself, my solo. Remind myself to love myself. Nobody else gonna hold me down. Gave it all away, been on high speed, go. Tonight I'm needing me and a pre-roll to go. Cause I just need to feel the love. Yeah, when I wanna feel the love, I give it to myself. I can't get it from nobody else. I'm getting it this time. Drive back home, I know it. I'm getting it my way. It's gotta start with me. I'm restoring all my energy. I provide my own light. Slow back down. I left all my hurries on the highway. Turning off my brain, burning Palo Santo. Time to simmer down, keep it on the down low. Remind myself to love myself. Night in with the baddest bitch in town. Look into the mirror, shoot a wink, say oh yeah. I'm in love with me, and I don't care who knows that I just need to feel the love. Yeah, when I wanna feel the love, I give it to myself. I can't get it from nobody else. I'm getting it this time. Drive back home, I know it. I'm getting it my way. It's gotta start with me. I'm restoring all my energy. I provide my own light. Slow back down. I left all my hurries on the highway. Oh, I give it to myself. Yeah.
So this is the wall paint that we're going to use on all of the walls except for the one that's going to be pink. I will show you guys the lid and everything like that, just in case you want to take a minute, pause the video and screenshot it, feel free. I love this color. It's a whitish gray with a little tiny blue undertone. I went with this color because I know I've said this before in my other videos when I was painting, but just for anybody new here, I went with this color because I did not like the creamy, tanny color, that was on my walls. It just made my walls look really dirty. It also made my house feel really small. Even though my house is 1,000 square feet, it just felt like every room was crammed. And I felt like lighter and brighter and airier, is that a word? I don't know, would be better in my house. And so far, I feel like I'm right. I love the color and I love the line that we went with. It was a all-in-one primer. It was like a primer, paint, and like stuff like that. But I just showed you guys the lid there. If you want to rewind it, screenshot it. But it was a great paint. It works great, gets everything off my walls. I don't have to worry about going up to the wall to get something off of it with a rag and the paint just coming along with it. It was, that contractor paint is horrible. But here's this pink. Now, it's not this pink, like this bubblegum pink that you guys are seeing now. When it dries, it's a little bit darker and I love it. And honestly, if it was that bubblegum pink, I wouldn't even have cared at all. So technically, you guys, we surprised our youngest with this. She has been begging us to paint her room pink. We didn't know she meant all the walls. pink, but she has been begging and begging to have her walls pink since we first started talking about painting our house. So we surprised her while she was at school and got this done for her. She loves it, was so excited. Now she's upset that not all of her walls are pink, but that's okay. We didn't know. We went in with just the one wall. We talked to her quite a few times about being the one wall, and she was fine with it, but she wanted to be consumed into the pink. But that's all right, whatever, who cares? She still loves it. She's still happy. But honestly, she was more over the moon for that net that held all of her stuffed animals than she was for this paint. Like, she was excited. She loved it. She's like, oh my God, it's pink and I love the color. But when she seen that net thing, she was like, wow, freaking out. Loved it. So, I mean, I guess it's worth the $7. I'm sorry, you guys. It was worth the $7, but I was like, why am I paying $7 for this thing? I feel like this is so expensive. Like, I thought it would have been like, I don't know, $4, maybe $5, but whatever. I could have done my research, but we were at Walmart anyways, and they had it there, so whatever. But now we are going in with the paint. Here's the pink. It is going to dry a little darker, and Matt, my significant other, he's going in with that Comet Dust there on the lower wall. As you can tell, you can kind of see the difference there of the, between the two colors. In my other videos, I was so nervous no one could, pick it up on camera that, you could see the paint color difference. But a lot of people were like, no, we can see it. And they do like the color and stuff like that. I love this color. It's coming up really like white, but it's not white. It's literally like a light gray, like a white with a hint of gray. I don't know how else to explain it. I love the color. It's great. And I'm not mad at all at it. So anyways, just let's get into this painting. Let's get this done. Get it over with, because honestly, it feels like it takes forever just to get to this stage. And honestly, by the time you get to this stage, you're like, I am done. I am fed up and I'm done. But once it's all done and over with, and you see how happy they are when you do something like this for them, it is well worth it.
So comfortable, and no one seems to hold me like you do. You're so wonderful, a star could never shine as bright as you. Shine as bright as you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. It's not logical, the way I feel when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room, it's not optional. How gravity just pulls me right to you. To you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. Spend my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby, and all these broken roses led to you. Spend my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby, and all these broken roses led to you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you.
Now, before anybody asks, yes, I changed my clothes. This is not a different day. It's the same day. Just throwing that out there, even though I said we did do this in a day earlier, but there was a clothing change just in case if no one was really listening before. yes, it's the same day. Just didn't want to get my clothes and stuff like that all dirty. This is my painting clothes. Every time we go to paint, this is the outfit I take, and this is the one that gets destroyed every time instead of ruining all my good clothes, because I've been there and done that and was mad at myself every time thinking, well, I got this. I'm not going to make a mess. And then, yeah, it ends up being like that. So if you're going to do a lot of painting somewhere, just have certain clothes set aside just for that, and always be prepared to make a mess, because it's going to happen. Doesn't matter, because you get in the zone and you're like, oh, I don't feel like getting the rag to clean up the mess, or, oh, it's just a little thing here, let me use my finger and then wipe it on my shirt or my pants, you know what I mean? But also, I wanted to say we did go in with 2 coats on the pink. We did not have to go in with 2 coats with the wall color. It covered up perfectly, and it didn't honestly take long for the pink to dry. The wall one always dried fast since the day we've always used it. So I think it's because we spent a good amount on that type of paint. But here is the ceiling paint that I was telling you guys about earlier. This was her old bed frame. So her old bed frame a couple of years ago was pink. It used to be like a Cinderella princess castle like cage thing, almost like the pumpkin cage as her bed. It was one of those ones. I love that bed. It was so cute. We actually found it on the side of the road in a really wealthy neighborhood. Had all the pieces and everything. We just needed the screws. No biggie. So yeah, it was huge and beautiful. If you go back in my older videos from either like a year ago, not even, you would see that bed, and I loved that bed. I had a canopy draping. Ugh. Anyways, I loved it. She was done with it. She didn't like it anymore, but anyways, yeah, going in, touching up any spots we need to, sharpening any lines that we have to, just to make this look like a professional did it, even though we did all this and it still kind of looks like a professional didn't do it, but that's okay. Who cares? We're taking that little effort and time into making sure it looks as good as we can get it to be. I don't expect it to look completely 100% perfect, but trying is better than not trying at all and leaving everything like that. So anyways, we are almost done here painting, and then we're going to get in back in here. We're going to put the caps back on all the electrical outlets and like switches and stuff like that. Vacuuming the floor, which honestly I forgot to hit record when I was giving you guys the overview of how dirty the floor was and me vacuuming it. So you got a small little clip of that, but you do get a clip of it all nice and vacuumed up. And then we're gonna go in and use my O-Cedar mop and a rag and my thumbnail to get any paint off the floor that we got on there. Wasn't much because we did use the floor protectors, but you know, speckles happen here and there. So once we're done with that, we're gonna get to putting the room back together.
I know you told our friends I can't take no for an answer. Got me out like a cancer. I guess I pulled the thread, then the whole thing came undone, unraveled into no one. I feel like I'm losing my mind, 'cause I can't even trust myself now. Voice in my head's been too loud, calling me broken, crazy. 'Cause maybe you're right about the whole thing. I second guess all my instincts. 'Cause what if I'm broken inside? I'm terrified you're right about me. Right about me. You're right about me. Everything I do, every time I open my mouth, I start to question myself. Like, am I a narcissist? Maybe this conflict is another way to be right. And I can't even see the signs. I can't even trust myself now. Voice in my head's been too loud, calling me broken, crazy. 'Cause maybe you're right about the whole thing. I second guess all my instincts. 'Cause what if I'm broken inside? I'm terrified you're right about me. You're right about me. You're right about me. You're right about myself.
All pink?
It's wet.
All pink?
It's wet. Don't touch. Don't touch. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Awesome, right?
Yeah.
Finally.
When is this wall gonna be painted?
No, we painted these. These are a different color. We painted these. We painted these. We painted these. See, it's like gray, like downstairs.
No.
Actually, that one we should bag
Black.
up.
Black.
We should bag up this one.
About
Go
black.
all the way along.
This one should be black.
Black?
Yeah. This one should be black.
No. But now we gotta figure out. Babe, the screw gun's right there now.
I put it somewhere.
So that was her reaction with the pink wall. Like I said, with the net, it was way more exciting for her. She, like I said earlier too, how she wanted all her walls pink, even though when we talked about this multiple times, she knew it was going to be this one wall right there, and the rest were going to be the color of the rest of the house. And she was not feeling it. You could kind of tell. But here is the curtains. I got these in the Walmart clearance aisle actually like a month ago, so maybe even longer. The curtains. I've been holding on to them Walmart in the clearance rack. That's my when you're doing these room makeovers, that's when she came to go and break the bank and be like, I'm doing a room makeover and we're going to go spend $1,000 right now to do it. If you have the means for that, well, good for you. Gonna put the clip in. I'm happy for you. I mean, I wish I could do something like that, but I think honestly, even if I did, I don't think I could. I've always been that type of person where it's like, okay, we want to do this, but we'll save for it, or we'll buy bits and pieces here and there when we can and everything like that. But I rather just be as budget friendly as I can. Even if I swear, even if I was a rich billionaire, I still feel like I would budget everything. I think I'm just so used to living that way that it's just one of those things where I don't think I can just see myself walking in a store and just dropping, $7,000 on a bed frame, never mind getting a new mattress and a box spring, or, $2,000 for TV. Like, I can't. I mentally and physically can't. And I think it also goes in with I know it didn't even cost them this much money to make this, especially now 95% of things that are quote unquote real wood, it's like particle board, and it breaks and nothing is built to last anymore. It's so crazy. But enough ranting about that. We're not here for that. We are here for a bedroom makeover. So as you can tell, we're putting everything back in our room. We are not putting the toy chest back in here. We're going to be putting the net up now. And then I ran into the bins not fitting underneath her bed. I was like a hair off for them to fit under her bed. I was so mad. So mad. But it's okay. I ended up putting them underneath this net area, and it works out fine. But I really wanted them to be under her bed and out of the way. So, because I'm not going to have them organized. There's just no way. She's 5 and she knows enough to pick up her mess and put it away. And I'm not going to sit there and babysit her on, nope, that one's for dolls and this one's for, cars. And no, she'll get older and realize that she wants things set a certain way and organized her way. Everybody has their own way of organizing things and having things in a certain way. Whether that's organized chaos or completely organized down to the T of color coordinated and all of that. So I'm not worried about it. As long as she knows how to pick up her mess, I'm A-okay with that. So almost just about done here. She has a million stuffed animals. She used to have way more than that, but luckily we got her to donate some. This sign right here on her wall, I actually made about 2 years ago. With my Cricut, maybe 3 years ago. And those flowers, they were easy, but they were hard. It's just time consuming to do those flowers on that thing. I actually made Ashley some for her son's rooms as well. And she'll be hanging those up, I think, pretty soon. She used to have them up, but then she went and started redecorating their rooms and stuff. And recently, if you have not seen her video on painting her whole entire house, we have that posted here on the channel. Feel free to go look for that video. She does her walls a darker gray, and I loved the gray that she went in with on her walls. I'm obsessed with it. But her house it feels bigger than mine, even though I think her living space is probably around the same as mine, or just a little bit bigger. But the color looks so good in her house. It looks fantastic. So feel free to go find her video. She does explain a couple things here and there while filming the video of certain things she did a certain way for a certain reason and stuff like that. But we are almost done. Let's get into putting everything back so we can... Oh, no, we are done. Here's a before shot. Looking like a hot mess. But that's okay. That Barbie dream house, oh my goodness. You know they're big, but you don't understand how big they are until you have it all set up in the room. And it's literally like another house in my house. Those things are huge. But I did not purchase that at the store. I actually bought it secondhand off of Facebook Marketplace for way cheaper. And here's the after. We kept her bed against the wall over here. It gave her much more playing space on her floor, especially when Ashley's son, her youngest, comes over to play and stuff. They all have room to play and not be on top of each other. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you like the makeover. I know I need to add a rug. Definitely need to add a rug in here. But let me know what you guys think. I know it's not like a Pinterest-worthy makeover or anything like that. It's more of like a common, regular, if you ask me, kind of makeover refresh. But let me know what you guys think about the color and stuff, or what you would have done differently. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. We appreciate it. Make sure you stay tuned and subscribe so you don't miss out on my Saturday uploads and Ashley's Thursday uploads. We upload at 9 in the morning. Here is a shot what her room looks like at night with her little light that she stole from her sister, and it glows onto the ceiling and it looks cool. And she also has some string light behind her headboard. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching.